Coming up on this episode of the Village Idiom.
Now that Canada actually isn't real, it turns out it's all maple leaf.
That's actually really good.
Village Idiom.
Hello and welcome to the Village Idiom.
Happy New Year. We are a podcast that every week we choose a popular saying to take it admittedly shallow, hopefully comedic, once in a while interesting, if we're super lucky, educational, dive into its usage, its meaning, its origins. But we're mostly going to use it to hang our otherwise directionless conversation on. My name is not Skinny.
And I'm not Jurassic Mark. What a way to kick off this year.
Right?
It's been crazy. So what was that with that winter wonderland out of nowhere?
Well, just yesterday you talking about.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, just, I mean, for us.
But it's been like such a mild year. Like
mild.
8 degrees, like rainy,
And
sunny.
We're first week of January here. What's the date? First week? Second week?
Yeah, we're in the first week.
Yeah.
Oh, second week? That's a good question. Where are we right now?
Let's see.
The day of
Let's
recording.
call it the second week
Okay.
of January. And yeah,
That's perfect.
we've had no ice, no frost, we had like a 2-day cold snap and
Out of nowhere is like snow flurries.
yeah, and it's coming end of the week.
I heard it's going to like negative 15. It's been like, what?
Yeah, if you're listening to this on the day it's released, you're probably, and you're local, you'd also have to be local. You're probably seeing snow outside because it's supposed to come this Thursday.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And we're recording
A couple days beforehand.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
because of all the editing time we need.
So to take out all the things that was like, I shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said that.
But that was last year.
That's so last year.
This year is very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this year we've decided, to take things into a little bit of a different direction, and maybe some of this.
I'm gonna set it up a little bit because I think we should start acknowledging who is introducing our idiom of the day. So this is Burgess Meredith from the 60s Batman TV show.
The Penguin.
The Penguin, giving us today's idiom. And it goes a little something like this.
Now, I want to turn over a new leaf.
I want to turn over a new leaf.
Awesome.
Yeah. And what a great time of year to be doing this one.
It's the begin. People always make resolutions to kick off their year, and of course I have as well.
You got a New Year's resolution?
Well, it was a kind of rein in a completely undisciplined life, and so just starting off with just focus. I'm doing this thing for all of you faith-driven folks out there. Doing a little fast to start the year. Just kind of rein it in. The uncontrolled, undisciplined living.
Faith-driven folks.
Yeah,
That's good.
not everyone's faith-driven.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your New Year's resolution is more vague. You're just reining it in. You're going to be the rain man.
So this one thing I'm particularly doing is the Daniel diet. Okay, so it's not even a diet. Like I eat so it is a diet. It's not a diet. I don't know. It's like you're eating like vegan living. Some people live this way.
Right.
So it's not like starving.
So it's not so much a fast. It's a diet.
Yeah,
Under the guise of fast because of your plan.
It's an adjustment to life to kind of think about what's going into my mouth hole.
And every time you feel a hunger pain, you're just, dang, Daniel.
I don't even think about it. I actually haven't been real hungry. I think I ate so much in December that I won't be hungry till the fast is over.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like I'm going to do it for like 10 days, either 10 days, I'll let you know next week, or 21 days.
Why 10 or 21?
Well, it's the particular plan I was reading says it was a 10-day one, but some people do it for 21. Some people actually live this way. So,
right.
Yeah, in 10-day, 21-day
who
lifestyle.
Knows? Isn't it 21 days that you can establish a new habit in your life anyway? So maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate.
Okay.
I've tried a variety of things for 21 days. No, I don't know, years.
I've been trying for 21 years.
Well, this thing happens every... So in October of every year, I allow myself to reinstall my favorite video game, Clash of Clans.
Okay. In October specifically.
Because it's usually the second, third week of October, because at the end of October, there's this Halloween thing where they give you like some sort of Halloween surprise. Okay. And so it could be like a boiling cauldron that you can put on your game board. Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing.
But you want it.
But I want that.
Yeah.
And then...
And they only do it on Halloween? No other little treats throughout the year?
For Halloween, and yes, there's all sorts, but I like the Halloween one and the Christmas one. Okay. And so you get a Christmas tree. There's a Christmas tree from the very beginning all the way through, and so I got to go in and collect. And so you think, after 10 months of not doing it, you won't be a harsh crack addict anymore.
Right.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I install it, it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's like an alcoholic just jumping off the wagon. It's ridiculous.
So my sort of the same thing. I'm following a 21-day plan, and it was the giving up of something, kind of a Lent,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And so I'm clinically addicted. Clinically is probably too strong of a word. Nobody's actually diagnosed me, but
I'm not a doctor.
To Diet
But I do
Coke.
play one on television.
To Diet Coke. So similar to
You have a Coke problem.
I have a Coke. I'm a Coke addict.
You have a Coke habit. Yeah.
So Diet Coke though, it's my go-to drink, and I would say it's borderline addictive. And similar to like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Phil Vischer, a lot of geniuses are just Diet Coke addicts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not giving it up, but I am trying. And so I've got the classic. Haven't had caffeine for 2 days.
Are you jittering in your
headache.
bed and
Nah,
people are having to come over while you vomit into
I've done it before, and it's gonna be fine. Obviously, it's just Diet Coke. But right now, I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep.
They've stolen your will to live.
Exactly.
That's what's in a can of Diet Coke.
Just want a Diet Coke.
Will to live. Oh,
Yeah. But we got a bottle of water.
It's nice. Well, I think Diet Coke is mostly water, so you'll probably be okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I stay hydrated.
Minus all the toxicity and chemicals, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure water is a good substitute.
Right after this giant research article comes out debating the pros and cons of aspartame, basically giving the big thumbs up of like, you'll be fine. Now I'm quitting.
Put out by the Aspartame Board of America.
Aspartame or us.
All aspartame all the time. This is just aspartame.
I dig it. I wonder if you can get aspartame in just a pill. This little pill. I don't know. I've been told it's the caffeine I'm feeling, not the aspartame.
Probably, but turning over a new leaf.
Turning over a new leaf
Makes you feel better. I'm sure there's a couple days
I feel great.
of hell, and then
Yeah.
and then you'll smooth right out. Red as rain, no problem.
All right.
Boom. You're not feeling it.
Daniel.
You can't even joke about it yet.
I've got the problem is
you're still in the suffering phase.
the
of your
problem is
addiction.
I have a fridge full of Diet Coke.
Well, that's okay. You have people over.
Actually, and so I'm not just giving up Diet Coke. I decided to not drink anything carbonated for at least the 21 days.
That's a little.
So I've had
more challenging.
little juice, but other than that, it's just been water. Mm-hmm. And it's funny. I think my brain is associated just plain old thirst with Diet Coke, because I'd be like, I want a Diet Coke, I want a Diet Coke, I want a Diet Coke, have a glass of water. I'm good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Very Pavlov's dog,
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow, that's powerful. Well,
So happy New Year.
I know it's not. so far, it's not. It's just sadness, and depression.
I wonder
Allegedly.
if I'm just looking at in our monitor here as we film this. Kind of have a boring background because things were under construction over the New Year, but I wonder if we went back to episode 1, if you'd see the same bags under my eyes that you see today. Is this my New Year's resolution
This is the
showing,
beauty.
or is this the age?
Unless I have my glasses on, I can't see crap. So it's all good. I see you there. See your head. Okay, I did come across this one for a little updated living. They say Dracula has turned over a new leaf. He's been revamped.
Stupid.
This little dad joke to kick in 2024.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's I think there's something powerful about just pressing the reset button.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Have you had any? I mean, I don't know if it was a New Year's resolution, but obviously I didn't keep up with it. But there was a good 2-3 years where I was eating right, exercising.
I remember that.
And I'm pretty sure it started with a New Year's thing.
I remember. Okay, so you sent me a photo of yourself. You were in P90X,
Right. Insanity.
Insanity. Yes, this sort of thing, and going from just like Joe Blow dad guy to like it was like this photo was like like this is crazy bad, where you're just like ripped,
Yeah.
like no body fat.
I wasn't like
developing an 8-pack.
building.
No, you weren't trying to
bulk.
be a Hulk.
Yeah.
You were just taking your frame and eliminating fat off of it.
Yeah.
It was like, but I'm stumbling over my words because I want to be sensitive about it. Because do you think there was maybe a little tinge at the end where it was a little Skeletor-like?
I've been told that.
Yeah, because it was real.
I've been told that, and
I'll get you, He-Man.
But I will also say, I've never felt better than when I was at that weight. Like energy for days and running around, and it was great that way. So I'll take Skeletor and the energy.
I always think of like when, and so this doesn't even make sense. This is like fat people justification. So I'm a portly person, and whatever, it is what it is. Working on it.
You're gonna rein it in.
If you
Rain Man.
if you definitely fish sticks on Wednesday.
No,
Charlie Babbitt.
Daniel doesn't approve.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no fish sticks on Wednesday. Okay, so in the aspect of the reining it in and the feeling good, was it just that you were disciplining yourself?
100%. So
Like you set your mind to it and you did it.
100%, because everybody was asking me what plan, what diet, and I'm like, doesn't matter. I just committed to it. It did. I could have chosen jogging. I think it was just choosing anything. I also didn't follow a diet. I just kind of like.
You must have been burning like 4,000 calories a day with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 hours.
I never got into like the calorie math of it all. I just tried to eat properly but also not let it ruin family time, fun time. Like ate, dinner time with the family. I wasn't like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't eat this right now. I would just maybe eat less or.
This one garbanzo bean is delicious. Like with a fork and knife.
So, if I was invited
I didn't know
over,
if I could eat the other half.
invited over to someone's house, eat what you're served. I'm not gonna like.
Well, that's just good
turn
manners,
this into a thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Let's talk about that a little more next episode. I've got a little something in there.
I don't know what the next one is, but it'll all come back to me.
Yes, we'll talk about next episode. Well, in terms of turning over a new leaf, I did come across this for all of our Canucks. I found out that Canada actually isn't real. It turns out it's all maple leaf.
That's actually really good.
That this living, there's got to be a mindset to turning over a new leaf. It's not just the doing, but I don't know. I think it's healthy because people crap all over.
It's all
you made a New Year's resolution. You're a knob. Like people you don't follow through with that. It's like, but if I did it, even if I did it for like 3 weeks or something, is that not better?
I mean, every day is a new year, right? Like you could have started March 1st.
I see. So I will say that there's an actual thing called years, and that there was a new one, and so
but
every
tomorrow's a new January, whatever the date is.
So yes, but it's still the same year.
Every day is a new year.
I think every day is a new day. I will give you that. I'll concede there. I think every year happens every 365 days.
Not this year.
Or 4. Whatever.
Oh wait, no. Is leap year 366 days?
Whatever divisible by 4.
No, like this is leap year. I know that, but does that make it a 366 day year?
There's an extra day. 365 days.
So usually it's 364?
Yeah.
So only one every 4 years is an actual 365 day year?
Is it 366?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, dang, Daniel. Now we're going to have to go to Goggle.
Hey, Google, how many days are in a leap year? Let's see what happens.
One leap year is equivalent to 366 days.
Yeah.
It's 366.
366.
Okay, wow. That was
I was going to say, like, if
like,
only leap year is 365 and we always say 365, why don't we always say 364?
Well, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, so 366 this year. It's leap year. I actually selected in advance.
Our brains are going
an
already.
idiom for the one nearest February 29th. Actually, it might be on February 29th.
Okay. Well, we'll save it.
I think it has the word leap in it, or jump, or leopard. Something that starts with an L.
Well, we should find out where this little gem actually comes
I'd
from.
love to.
All right, let's do it.
I said some words, where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know. I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origin.
All right. Well, as you know, as we've alluded to and talked about, turning over a new leaf means to start over, to act in a different manner, or to change your attitude about something. So, but it's not like we're talking about New Year's resolutions, which requires commitment. Turning over a new leaf is more like a clean slate. Like,
Clean slate.
because
Starting again.
if you turn over a new leaf and you've got a blank page in front of you, that doesn't mean you're going to do something good with it.
No, you can make it an airplane.
Yeah, so here's an example of use. After years of drifting from job to job, Danny turned over a new leaf and got himself a steady gig. So we're going to trace the that phrase's roots. You ready for this pun? Thought of this?
Okay.
We'll have to leaf through history's pages. So this phrase came out in the 16th century when leaf, the word leaf, was a common term meaning a page for book. And
I really thought you were going Scandinavian. Like Leif Erikson.
Oh, funny.
From like elementary school.
Yeah. It doesn't go back quite that far. So leaf means a page, but it's a little more specific than that, which we'll get to. But that's why the only time we refer to leaf as a page in modern English, I think, is if a teacher's like, can you send loose leaf paper with your kid to school?
Or a leaf that has morals. Yeah. Either way, individual slices of paper.
Yeah, so loose leaf specifically means not connected to. So there's no loose leaf in a book because it's got a spine, it's all connected.
It wouldn't be loose leaf.
It wouldn't be loose, it'd be just leaf. So the specific between, what's the difference between a leaf and a page is that a leaf has 2 pages.
Oh, interesting.
One side, other side.
Right.
One leaf, 2 pages.
You sound like a salesman right now. So
With this one leaf.
with our leaves, the competition will have like 1 page per leaf, but not
leaves
us. Not us at Leif Erikson Enterprises. Every leaf has 2 pages to it,
Every leaf.
and that you can
2
take.
pages.
You can take that to the bank.
That's right. So in 16th century, leaf just meant page, though. Those are the specifics of difference between leaf and page, but you would flip through the leaves of a book. And the etymology for the word leaf with both definitions comes from the same thing. So I would imagine that they started calling book pages leaves is just because there was no word for it yet, and it's like a leaf. It's like a leaf. Picture a bunch of leaves stacked together as a book.
So
It's like a leaf book.
there was books.
Leaflet.
There was books though well before the 1600s.
Nope.
There was no books.
I'm saying that's where the word leaf. I'm not saying that it.
Well, I'm saying that before that they would have discovered, hey, this is kind of like something.
That's what I'm saying. Is the first page or leaf ever made is like, oh, this is like a leaf.
Are you just
And
making
it's
this up right
yes.
now?
That's what I'm saying. The etymology of the
It's
word
terrible.
leaf from a tree and the word leaf from a book have the same roots. So I'm assuming that it like if we invented something and every this pop can here looks so good carbonated.
Oh yeah.
If every component and the thing we invented, each component looked like a pop can, we'd say, you take these little pop cans. I mean, they're not pop cans, but they're like pop cans. That's what they did with books. So turn the leaf. You mean the page? No, we don't have that word yet.
I know, it's like saying a blank slate was actually from a slate of like granite.
What do you think
that had
that was
nothing
from?
on it? You think it's the same?
Yes.
Moron.
So to turn over a new leaf initially meant to flip to a fresh, unwritten page, which is supposed to be symbolic of a clean start, clean slate, chance to write a new story for yourself.
Speaking of leafs and discovery. Okay. Why is Christopher Columbus always credited with finding the new world?
Who did I just hear talking about this?
I have no idea.
So he never stepped foot on North America, I just learned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think he went to Hawaii.
He was in the Caribbean.
He definitely went to Hawaii.
So I just heard that, I think it was in the Trevor Noah recent stand-up,
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
that he never actually stepped foot in North America. So Columbus Day with all the controversy over whether it should actually be called Columbus Day, blah, 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 that he was talking about how he just stuck to his guns of like, well, actually, you didn't discover India. I did. The other side of India. No, you didn't, though. So apparently all he did was discover the Caribbean. So that whole area, and supposedly never stepped foot on North America, but is given the credit as discovering
the
America
west coast of
because
North
he was
America.
the first one to travel in that direction to get to this side of the world.
How about British Columbia?
I think that was Captain Cook.
Oh, that's the guy who went to Hawaii.
Is it? Actually?
For sure.
Oh, yeah, because Captain Cook Monument.
That's
yeah,
right.
He was killed there.
Oh, well, it starts with the C. So that's why I'm not a history teacher.
So what made you bring up Columbus, though?
Well, that he's like credited with discovering North America.
Yeah, but
like
in the midst of
Leif Erikson,
Oh,
he was like 500 years at least prior.
not only that, but he did step on North America.
So if anyone discovered it more,
It's Leif Erikson.
never mind the people who were already here.
Yeah.
they probably discovered it even earlier than that.
Yeah. I met a guy named Leif yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. It's a long story. I had to call the police on him, but I met him yesterday. And then he came back and apologized and
Oh no.
and and he took off and smiling. But
That's crazy.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's way off topic.
Oh.
I'm hoping Leif that I met yesterday is turning over a new leaf.
Okay.
So here's a little anecdote that I came across, and there's a few versions of this. There seems to be speculation as to the truth of this story. There are elements of truth to it, which you'll pick up on. But an anecdote about Oscar Wilde. While Oscar Wilde was in prison, which that part's true, he was in prison with the crime being homosexuality at the time. That was a crime, and that part's true. But the next part is more of an anecdote. We don't know for sure. He was given the advice of learning his lesson and changing his ways. He was told to turn over a new leaf when he was released. But almost immediately, Oscar Wilde went back to his old ways and was caught in homosexual behavior again. He was asked, "Why hadn't you turned over a new leaf?" And he replied with, "I will when I get to the bottom of the page." I'm not done reading. Apparently, that was an actual quote of Oscar Wilde, but there's
sounds like
speculation as
in
to
a
whether-
vein of something that he might say.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because it used our idiom, and yeah. So yeah, short origin story, but page, leaf,
It's
16th century,
It is.
Oscar Wilde, Crime and Punishment.
I like all those things. Those are all good.
You like Crime and Punishment?
Well, yes.
Oh, well, good. Perfect.
Perfect. This is just for
I
you
guess
then.
I guess so. I guess there's nothing else to do but to play a game. You want to play a game?
I do. Let's play some Riddle.
Play a game. Riddle is a game we like to play. It takes a two-part trivia-based question, requires a two-part overlapping answer, overlapping by sound, syllable, word, or word. So, for example, just a week ago, we in our episode Selling Ice to an Eskimo, we left you with this doozy. If you used to play for the CFL's Elks, you were this when you rubbed noses with someone else. If you used to play for the CFL's Elks, you were this when you rubbed noses with someone else.
I got nothing.
No? So CFL's Elks used to be the Edmonton Eskimos. If you rub noses,
Eskimo kisses.
Edmonton Eskimo kisses.
Oh, that's a good one.
So the answer isn't Edmonton Eskimos. The answer is
That's
not
a good one.
Eskimo kisses. It's Edmonton Eskimo kisses, and that's how you play Riddle.
Well, I've got a couple prepared.
I got a great poupon.
Let's jump into it then. I'm starting fresh with this Icelandic explorer.
Huh. I got to eliminate one of mine. Specifically the one I was going to leave for everyone else.
Oh, you're gonna leave him a different
Wait,
one.
continue.
Okay, well, I'll say it again for the Village Idiom children out
yeah.
there. I'm starting fresh with this Icelandic explorer.
Turn.Over.A.New.Leaf Erikson.
Perfect.
My version was flip the page for a fresh start with this Norse explorer.
There you go.
Yeah, it was hard to not say new turn. Okay, so I only have one then.
Okay, do you want me to jump into the second one?
Yeah, do your second one.
Okay. This might be a little more Canadian. Sorry, America. President's Choice groceries found
About
with
time Canada apologized to the States, hey?
President's Choice groceries found with Ontario's loathed hockey team. President's Choice groceries found with Ontario's loathed hockey team.
I mean, President's Choice is the brand name or no name.
Who carries it? President's Choice grocery.
Superstar.
Yep. And Ontario's loathed hockey team.
Not the Maple Leafs.
That is the, yes.
Superstore Maple Leafs.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Toronto. So lame. How did I not get?
I don't know.
Wow.
You had all the pieces.
Eliminating the word Toronto. That's all I had to do. The real Canadian Superstore Toronto Maple Leafs. How's that?
It's good.
Man.
I like it.
I was not connecting the dots. I need my Diet Coke. That's what's happening here.
It's the aspartame.
Shoot. Okay, well, I got one more, but
All your synapses are not firing.
we'll leave it dangling out there for everybody to play along at home. You can get the at-home game board version
Perfect.
of Riddlink.
Coming out next Christmas. You can reach out to us.
Yeah.
To tell us the answer if you know this up-and-coming riddle. Reach out to us on Instagram at the.village.idiom or email us thevillageidiompodcast@gmail.com, or whether it's the Facebook, the YouTubes, or the X
Nice.
at 3 minutes gone.
All right, here it is. The Irish poet and playwright mentioned earlier in prison was in this movie with Will Smith and Kevin Kline.
Oh.
The Irish poet and playwright mentioned earlier in prison was in this movie with Will Smith and Kevin Kline.
And that is 3 minutes gone.
Yeah, you were giving a little hint there. Wiki, wiki.
Well, it was fun putting today's episode together.
I loved it.
Hope you enjoy, even if they're short-lived, your New Year's resolutions. Or maybe they live on. Who knows? Either way, enjoy. I'm Skinny.
I'm Jurassic Mark.
And these are the Village Idioms.
That's 3 minutes gone.